Hi, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to learn how to use the present simple in the three forms: affirmative, interrogative, and negative. Let's start by defining when we use this tense. Well, we use the present simple to talk about routine, like I go to the gym at 3 p.m. every day, and also to talk about what in English is called general truth, that is, facts. For example, the sun rises in the east, or water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. So, routine and general truth are the two uses of present simple. Now let's see how to form the structure in the affirmative form. So suppose that here are the first three things I do in the morning. I get up at 7, I take a shower, and I get dressed. Now let's see what my brother does in the morning. He gets up at 7, he takes a shower, and he gets dressed. So as you can see, there's a change in the verb when I speak of my brother, and it's the S in the verb. He takes, he gets. This happens with all third-person singular. So every time we say an affirmative statement with he, she, and it, the verb adds S. With the rest of the pronouns, I, you, we, they, the verb remains infinitive. That is to say, it doesn't change. And this brings us to the first spelling rule. The first rule is, as we have already said, that with he, she, it, the verb ends in des. For example, he works and he plays. But there are also exceptions to the rule. Rule number 2 says that verbs ending in x, sh, ch, double s, and o, they add es, and the pronunciation of this ending is is. So he fixes, she pushes, he passes, she catches. Rule number 3, verbs ending in consonant plus y, we change the I to I and add es. Study, studies, cry, cries, carry, carries. And before we move on, one extra comment here, the verb have is irregular, so it changes to has. I have breakfast, she has breakfast. And now let's move to the interrogative form. Here we have to follow this pattern, ASI. A stands for auxiliary verb, S stands for subject, and I is the infinitive verb. You might be wondering what is an auxiliary verb, right? Well, there are two auxiliaries for present simple, and these are do and does. Remember this chart? This is very important. So with I, you, we, they, we're going to use do, and with he, she, it, we're going to use does. Now let's see examples with this structure pattern. So we can ask, do you smoke? And the answer can be in the affirmative, yes, I do, or in the negative, no, I don't. Now the example, do they run? Yes, they do, or no, they don't. Do we work? Yes, we do, no, we don't. Now remember that with he, she, it, we use the auxiliary does. The same pattern, ASI. An example, does he come? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Does she study? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Or does it function? Asking, for example, about the machine or a printer, does the printer function? Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. One thing to bear in mind is that do can be both an auxiliary verb and a verb. So, for example, I ask, do you do yoga? Yes, I do. The first do is acting as an auxiliary and the second do is acting as a verb. Does she do yoga? Yes, she does. And now the negative form, which is the easiest of the three, you only need the auxiliary in the negative, don't and doesn't, plus the verb in the infinitive. So, for example, I don't cook, you don't help, we don't drive, and they don't work. And with the he, she, it, he doesn't help, she doesn't drive, or it doesn't rain. So this is all you need to know about the present simple. I hope it has been useful and clear. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you on my next video. Bye!